Well, good morning everybody and welcome to the moving platform here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, because it is our first time vlogging wise to go into Galaxy's Edge. I did go in the other night, opening night, just did some pictures, rode Millennium Falcon, but I wanted to do that first visit for me. I didn't want to do it on camera and take you guys along for that first visit, but it's now time. We're gonna go in here, we're gonna show you guys around Galaxy's Edge, show you all the cool stuff happening in here. Had a chance to kind of walk around and kind of explore, kind of find out where things are, so I can show you guys everything that's happening in here. But we're gonna head in here. It is quite windy because Dorian's, you know, right over there off the coast. So it's quite windy today, so hopefully the rain holds out. Looks like it might rain a little bit, but we're gonna get in here and do everything we can inside of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. All right, and we are now on the planet of Batuu at Black Spire Outpost. And it doesn't look like much as you step through the gate right there. And everybody's expecting you to come through the breezeway and boom, there's the Millennium Falcon. But it's not how it goes. Millennium Falcon is way in the back corner back over there. But we'll get back over there at some point during our journey today. We will get over there. Here are, first thing I'll show you guys. These have been the very popular, the thermal detonator Cokes, Coke bottles. I got one the other night, I got a Coke, but they come in Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, and then Dasani has a special bottle as well. They are $6. They are more expensive than other Cokes in the other parts of the park. They are more expensive, that's just because of the souvenir bottle. Don't believe what you've read on the internet. The TSA never banned these bottles. Some word got around that TSA had banned these bottles, that you couldn't fly with them. It's not true, it never happened. You can take them in your luggage. That was never a thing. But they're $6, so they are a little bit more pricey than Cokes in the rest of the park. But as you can see, there was no one here when I stopped 30 seconds ago, and now there's about 10, 12 people waiting. Because these are very popular souvenir items. Because, like I said, they're the special bottles. So a lot of people are buying these, take these home. But, if you are traveling in, if you're flying home, you can put these in your luggage. The TSA never banned them. That was this thing that spun way out of control. So you're good to put these in your luggage and take them home, back to your own home planet. And we have a photographer here taking a photo in here in front of the ship. So we'll stop in and get this photo. And I'll put that in for you guys to see right here. Right across the breezeway from where we were getting our picture, that's actually going to be the entrance to Rise of the Resistance. That does not open till December, but I'm wondering if I can just go ahead and get in line now. So, no, we've seen some concept art and we've heard some things out of the media previews about Rise of the Resistance. It looks like it's going to be an incredible second attraction here in Galaxy's Edge, but that does open for us here in December. And I believe it opens in January out in Disneyland. So Disneyland may have got Galaxy's Edge first, but suck it. We get Rise of the Resistance first. I'm just kidding. And so before we get too much further into Batuu, I want to let you guys know there is some terminology here that the more you know, the better your experience. If you hear a cast member or a resident of Batuu say bright suns, that is just a way of saying hello. So the proper response to that would be bright suns. If you hear, I think it's rising moons is good evening, or till the spire is good evening. See, I don't even know them all. There's a lot of them. Bright Suns is the most popular one. As I've been walking past, cast members walking in here this morning, a lot of them have been saying Bright Suns, Bright Suns, Bright Suns. It's a way of saying good morning here in Galaxy's Edge. So if you hear a cast member say Bright Suns is the proper response to say right back to them. And here we are in the marketplace area. As you can see, it's the most crowded area. This is probably the most narrow part of the land. But right over here we have, just like Pandora has the Banshees for your shoulder, they have the Salacious B. Crumbed here in Batuu. He sits right on your shoulder and you can control him. And here we walk into, this is actually the shop where you can get all of your Jedi robes. You can actually get a full Jedi setup in this store. Prices obviously vary off of different items. I'll try and show you guys some pricing on some stuff. Don't know how much I'll be able to show you in detail today because, again, it's just very crowded. And I try to stay out of people's way, but I will try and show you guys some price tags on a few things so you can kind of see how much it would cost to do a whole Jedi setup. Alright, so starting here with your Jedi top, you're looking at about $70. If I can focus, there we go. You're looking at about $70 for that. Right below it, they have the belts. These are your lightsaber belt. I've got a price tag back here on this back one. It is $60. And then next to it are the Jedi robes. They do have this in brown and black. If you're a Sith, you can get your Sith robes as well. As well as they do have the black tops, just like the khaki ones here. But the brown robe is going to run you probably the most expensive part of it, honestly. Yeah, $125 for the robe. So, let's see, 60, what was it? 70, 60, so 130 and 125. So about $250 to put together an entire Jedi outfit, minus your boots. They don't sell the boots here, but you're looking at about $250 if you want to put together a full replica Jedi attire. So if you're wondering, these things are very heavy and very, very hot. These might be approved for Batuu, but these are not approved for Florida. Oh, so hot. But man, they're good quality. They're very heavy. I couldn't wear this for very long. Very heavy. So a lot of fun happening here with, when you try to talk to the residents here at Batuu, you have to remember, they're playing a character. They are part of the show. They are part of the experience. So I was in there talking to her about the Jedi robe, and I was like, oh, well, this is too hot for Florida. And she was like, oh, is that where you're from? Where is Florida? You know, and because, you know, we're on a different planet according to the show. Someone walked in right behind me and said, oh, is this the Obi-Wan Kenobi robe? She's like, I've heard tell of this Kenobi. You know, so they are very, you know, very interactive, and you just have to kind of go along with the whole show. Well, I was hoping the rain would hold out, but here it comes. Hopefully it doesn't stick around for too long. And there she is, the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy.
Result in your detention. Sorry, not while we're on patrol.
So this is a very popular photo spot right here. Everybody's trying to get a picture in front of the Millennium Falcon. But we're gonna hop in the single rider line for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, so I can show you guys the amazing interior design and maybe a little bit of ride footage. I'm not usually a big ride videoer, especially with rides with screens, just because you know, it's not gonna be the same as being there. But I might show you a little bit of footage from inside the ride. But let's hop in the single rider line and check out the inside of Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. All right, so we were going to do the single rider for Millennium Falcon, but looks like they've closed off the single rider line. Don't know why. You know, I don't make the rules. I don't know. So Millennium Falcon does have a 90-minute wait right now, so I'm not going to wait in it today. I will just tell you guys my thoughts on it from the other night. It is one of the most interactive Disney attractions to date. Notice I did not say ride, because it is not a sit back and ride. Everybody on the ride has a job, whether you're a pilot, an engineer, or a gunner. You have something that you have to do on the ride, on the Millennium Falcon. If you don't do it, you will possibly crash. I almost crashed this into a mountain the other day as a pilot. It is by far one of the best things I've ever ridden at Disney. It is fantastic. We will come back, or hopefully if I'm still here and they open it back up, we'll go through the single rider line so I can show you guys the inside. Because the inside design is amazing. It looks just like the Millennium Falcon. There's the hologram chessboard where you can take a picture right there. There's a lot of stuff that you get to see. The only downside to the single rider, there's two of them. You don't get to see the amazing animatronic in the standby line, and you don't get to really pick your job. Your job is to fill in seats. So chances are somebody in the line is going to take pilot, possibly gunner. You're probably going to end up being an engineer, but that's okay. That's, you know, that's not a big deal. It's still a great ride no matter what your job is. But if you're in the single rider line, chances are you're not going to be able to pick up what role you want to do on the Millennium Falcon. You're just kind of going to get wherever there's an empty seat. All right, well, we're going to keep exploring Batuu and see everything that's being offered here at Galaxy's Edge. I will tell you guys, if you're wanting a better picture of the Millennium Falcon, come up here to the second deck, just up the stairs to the right of the attraction. There are photographers up here on this little second deck. You do have to stand in line to get a picture, but you get a pretty clear shot of the Millennium Falcon without a lot of people directly standing behind you. I'm gonna hop in line and get this picture, and I'll put that in for you guys to see right here. All right, so we're in a very short line to get into the Den of Antiquities. I'll get inside, show you guys some of the merchandise inside of Den of Antiquities. So the first thing I notice in here is, I'm pretty sure that's the head of a tauntaun. So Den of Antiquities is a merchandise shop, but it does have some of the nicer merchandise. As in, it has the red saber crystals. It has the different saber crystals for the lightsabers, but it also has the really nice busts. If you're a collector, if you like, you know, figures and statuettes and things like that, if you're one of those high-end collectors, they do have all of that stuff in here. Like we have Darth Maul, Emperor Palpatine. This is a lot of the Sith merchandise right here. But there's a lot of people in here and a lot of merchandise, so we'll be making our way around very slowly. Alright, so now we made our way back to the light side of the store. It is divided to light side, dark side. We've got a Yoda bust back there, some kids' Jedi-sized robes. Or actually, I think that's Yoda. That's Yoda's robe. We got a Yoda walking stick. What's this? Oh, it's a Yoda illuminator. Very cool. Okay, so you twist it. Very cool. We get different busts up here. We got Mace Windu, Yoda. We've got Luke Skywalker busts. A green saber crystal. And then we've got some costume pieces, some cosplay stuff. Jedi gear set, Jedi food capsules, Jedi patches, storage unit, USB, another kid's Jedi robe. So lots of stuff in here. But the most popular thing, and I'm just going to turn around and show you guys this. I'm not even going to try and get into the madness. Is over there. That is the build your own lightsaber. That is not the experience where you actually go like in and there's the guy that helps you pick it. You can just pick your blade, pick your saber, pick your handle, put it all together, and it's cheaper, but you can see the chaos. This is all the people that want to build their own saber but don't have reservations for the lightsaber experience. So it is just kind of crazy in here right now, but we're gonna hop out because it's just a little too crowded in here. But very cool design in here. Lots of cool stuff all over the walls. Let's see, one of the Imperial Guards back there, Boba Fett, or at least a Mandalorian helmet. Lots of cool stuff all over the walls and all over the ceiling. Just very cool design in this store. So I was walking out of the Den of Antiquities, and the single rider line for Millennium Falcon opened back up. So hopefully we have a very, very short wait for single rider. Not sure why it was closed earlier, but hey, it's back open now. So let's go check out the inside of the Millennium Falcon. And we are now stepping aboard the Millennium Falcon. Check out how awesome this design work is. It's so good. We're gonna try and skip ahead here because you do get a color. We are red. We're a gunner this time. But you do get a color.
You don't have to line up until you hear the color.
You do get a color here. The holographic chessboard is over here. We're gonna try and get this picture this time. Don't know if it'll happen or not, but we're gonna try. But you wanna listen. You wanna listen for your color because when you hear it, that means it's your time to go. So the other night, a family got skipped because they were taking a picture at the chessboard, and they got skipped because they weren't listening for their color. So you always have to be listening for your color.
My friends, come closer, come closer. Ah, a brand new flight crew. Good luck to you all. You might need it. Today's flight takes you to the planet Corellia. You will be intercepting a first order train shipment of coaxium. Gunners, you clear the path. Pilots, line up behind the train. And engineers, you harpoon that precious cargo. Now get a move on and know that I have complete faith in you. But I am coming along with you just in case. Push the flashing button to take off. Pilot on the left. Move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right. Pull back on the stick to fly out. And push forward to fly down. Weapons are online. pilot, hit the boosters. Now let's look at that glacial. Right pilot, make the jump to light speed. Yes, keep shooting! They've locked onto us! Take evasive action! There it is! After that plane! Flight engineers, fire the harpoons! Now, gunners, shoot the cargo, please! Pilot, please! Good work! My friend, that could have been much worse! Okay!
So I'm kind of glad I got into single rider when I did, because by the time I came off it, they had shut it back down. So I think it's just they're getting backed up. They get a lot of people in it. I waited like 10 minutes the second time there for my second time on single rider. So I was hoping to kind of get off, come back, run back in again, but it is closed again. So I think just a lot of people are taking advantage of single rider. They know if they split up, don't mind riding together, they'll get on a lot faster. And the wait I think right now is 90 minutes. So, you know, I get it, you know. But yeah, so they closed it down again. This time I got to be the gunner. I put a little bit more footage than I wanted. I don't usually like to film screen rides because it's just, I don't want to ruin it for people that haven't ridden it yet. But there's full ride-through videos of the ride out there. But I wanted to get at least like the beginning and that first jump to hyperspace. So I hope you guys enjoyed some of that footage there. But we're gonna keep walking around. I think there's a few more things to show in the marketplace. We're gonna go maybe get a blue milk. Got one the other night. I may get a blue milk today. And just kind of check around and just walk around and explore it too. But we're gonna try and get into Olga's today, but the line's kind of long because there are reservations. But I do have a reservation for Olga's early October. So we're gonna be coming back, obviously. We're gonna be coming back. We're gonna do Olga's. I've got a lightsaber reservation later this fall. And then Rise of the Resistance opens in December. So, you know, there's plenty more coming to Batuu. Still plenty more to see. So we're just gonna keep walking around and just enjoying our day, just exploring. I see a friend of mine up here real quick. We're gonna run up here and kind of surprise him. What's up? This is my friend Angel. You're on video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is video.
I thought it was a picture.
No, it's not a picture. This is my friend Angel.
Hi, everyone.
How's protecting the galaxy today?
Yeah, it's good. I mean,
it's good.
Hot, but good.
It's more crowded today than it was opening night.
But yeah, true. Have you seen the queue for Smuggler Run?
Dude, it's all the way back here now.
Yeah,
but they're still saying 90 minutes.
That's what I say. Thank God for cast preview.
Yeah, I just did single rider. They opened up single rider, I got on it, and then by the time I got off and went to go back around, they had shut it off again.
Oh, really?
I was like, oh.
It's crowded.
It is crowded.
But have you walked the rest of the park?
I've kind of been exploring it a bit, but there's so much to see and there's so much like going on that it's kind of hard to like understand everything.
Oh, I know.
So,
have you done one of the special photo pass pictures? Nice.
I got the frame for the opening day one.
So how about this one? The 360 one?
No, I haven't gotten that one. What?
Go do it.
It's a 360 photo right here, so we're gonna do that. I'll see if I can put that in. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get that in on video, but I'll try and do it. But anyway, yeah, this is my friend Angel, so there you go.
Rock on.
Rock on, man. Rock on. Thanks, brother. So we're in line for the 360 photo Angel was telling us about, but looks like we're being watched. So we got stormtroopers on patrol.
Yes, do come closer. If you are within the sound of my voice, you may consider yourself under the watchful eye of the First Order. Yes, all in this garrison. All here at Daxfire Outpost. Hear me. As you have seen for yourselves, the First Order has brought security and control to what was a dysfunctional and disorderly place. Unlike the Resistance, which we have all but destroyed, what little does remain will be crushed. They have no weapons, no army, no heroes. And yet, we believe they are are making the useless attempt to regroup and fight against us when they have no chance. We have information that a resistance spy was sent here to this outpost, no doubt scouting for a place to hide. Some of you may have even cooperated. Some of you may actually support the resistance. If you are stopped with questioning, I suggest you do as you are ordered.
Excellent advice.
Troopers!
Have you found the Resistance spy, Lieutenant?
Not yet, sir. But we have initiated reconnaissance patrols.
The spy was tracked here. And if she is here, the Resistance could be here. You were sent to find her. But you have failed.
Sir! Sir, someone has information, sir. We will get it.
No, Lieutenant. I will get it. You are dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Troopers.
Let this be a demonstration to you all of the full power of the First Order. If you are lying, we have ways of finding out.
Affirmative.
On with your day! For the Order.
Affirmative.
All right, so we are inside. This is the droid depot. All the people up here building droids and putting those all together. See a couple rolling around out there. Very cool. But I love all the parts hanging above and coming around around the top here. Very, very cool. Now we have a reservation to do a lightsaber build in December. I said it was going to be a Christmas gift to myself that I would build my own saber. So we'll be back for that a little later this year. But I didn't do a droid, but I have some friends that have built droids. They say they're a lot of fun and they're cheaper. I think they started about $80. So they are definitely cheaper than the lightsabers. Lightsabers are $200. But yeah, I really just don't have an interest in building a droid. If I'm gonna build one of the two, I'd rather build a saber. But still, very cool story. But like I said, we're not coming back for our saber till a little later this year. But here, I've got one of the, I guess you call it a menu, but I got a guide for the saber build experience, and it shows you the different classes. So you got peace and justice, power and control, elemental nature, and protection and defense, and all the different pieces that you can put together for your lightsaber. And then it does tell you a little bit on the back here. It tells you a little bit about each group. I think I'm leaning more towards peace and justice. Salvage scrapes from fallen Jedi temples and crashed starships. I kind of like that. Other than that, maybe elemental nature. But very cool information here. I'm very excited. We'll definitely come back. That'll be its own separate video. But I'm very excited to come back and do this a little later this year. So I figured I'd do some lunch here in Batuu real quick. A couple of different places you can eat. I went to the wrap stand right here and got the Ronto wrap. It is a pulled pork sausage with slaw and different veggies wrapped up in pita. I was worried about getting seating because there's just not a lot of tables with chairs around in the area for seating, but you really don't need to. They can kind of go. So we're just gonna keep walking around. I'll take a bite out of this real quick and it's really good. I took a big old bite. Really good. The slaw is really good. I love a good pulled pork with slaw. That kind of reminds me of that. Like a pulled pork with slaw. Really, really good. I highly suggest it. The Ronto wrap right here. And there's a breakfast version too that has eggs in it. Really want to try that. Alright, so we are using the Play app to translate the sign right here. warning, this water is not safe to consume for most life forms. Please drink with caution. And it says that on the water fountain. How fun is that? So that's going to do it for this episode of The Moving Platform. Thank you guys for coming along on our visit to Batuu today. There's a lot of people around. It's actually more crowded today than it was on Thursday night for opening night. So, but with the holiday weekend, with the threat of a storm early next week, I think a lot of people are kind of rushing in to get that time in today and tomorrow probably. So I expect crowded today and tomorrow. But so yeah, more crowded today. So, you know, we didn't get to see everything we wanted to see, but I got to show you guys a good bit of stuff. Stuff like Olga's and the lightsaber stuff, that's going to get their own videos, their own vlogs a little bit later, because I do have a reservation for Olga's, and then I do have a reservation for the sabers in December. So that stuff will get its own coverage eventually. But today, I just wanted to show you guys just the environment as a whole. All of Batuu, some of Smuggler's Run, and just show you just the general overlay of Black Spire Outpost, which is so cool. I love coming into this part, into this land, and just kind of exploring and just having so much fun just walking around, interacting with the cast members, and just learning everything you can about Batuu. So, but thank you guys for coming along. Make sure you like and subscribe, share it with your friends and family, and as always, well, for this one time, till the spire.